Now, polling is indicating that the ballot initiative that would repeal the tax on gasoline is likely to pass. That would be huge, not only for California motorists, but for the effort to bring some sanity back to an insane state. Also on the ballot for November, an effort to split California into three pieces, not to be confused with another plan to divide the Golden State in two. Crazy? Or are these efforts an avenue to return sanity to the nation's most populous state? Joining me now from Sacramento, California, the founder of the New America movement, Robert Preston. Robert, your plan is the plan that is not on the ballot. You don't want it on the ballot. You are wanting to split California in two Californias, if you will. And your plan is to work with the state legislature to do so. How's that working out for you?
Well, it's going to work out really well. We're the only constitutional plan. By the way, we're known as the New California plan, not to be confused, of course, with the other plan, the three-state split. We're two. We plan on working with the state legislature, following the Constitution. It's working very, very well right now. We're about ready to step into our first constitutional convention, which will be July 21st. So it's working out very well. We've got 46 counties now on board with committees that are that are part of what we're doing, and this is an unbelievable thing, but it's happening.
When you say that the other effort, the one that's on the ballot, is not constitutional, is that state constitution, federal constitution, both? What?
Both. It's clearly unconstitutional. You know, you really have to satisfy Article 4, Section 3 of the Constitution. It does not do that. Nowhere in that part of the Constitution does it talk about having an election, putting things on ballots. Mr. Draper's proposition, if it does go through and gets passed, it has a lot of restrictions on it that prevents it really from going forward, even to the state legislature. A lot of lawsuits will happen. There's no doubt about it. It's just going to be laced with billions of dollars worth of lawsuits that the state will be fighting with them for. Our process is the only constitutional process of any processes out there, and we've made enormous progress in creating a new California.
Both methods, per the United States Constitution, would have to eventually make their way through Congress. But the wording of Article 4 is somewhat vague on exactly how to achieve this goal. Why are you choosing to try and work with a legislature that until recently had a supermajority, but certainly a clear majority of Democrats who do not want to relinquish their stranglehold on power?
Well, you know, our process is to gain the population base of the rural California population. And that's estimated to be about 18 million people in all the rural counties versus 22 million in the urban counties. And by gaining committees and strength within those committees, we will go directly to the legislature, which is exactly what the founding fathers wanted and designed. We will work directly with them. Now, we think the numbers that we have are working in our favor. There's only 120 state legislators. You know, it's their fault they never expanded their base to maybe have, 80 or to 100 senators and maybe have another 160 to 200 assembly members. They never did that in a population of 40 million. We start to look at that as pretty good odds to cover.
You're horribly underrepresented in the state of California. Just very briefly, only about 10 seconds left here. How did you split the state? How did you divide this up? It looks as though you took Los Angeles, went north, almost just south of San Francisco there, and made that one state, and then the rest is the new California. Is it essentially most of the liberals confined to the coast and then more conservatives inland?
Well, you know, we just based it on what's rural and what's urban. And because of the population, we wanted parity. We wanted the same numbers of rural people that could be represented that are now underrepresented. But in New California, they will absolutely be represented.
All right. In the history of California, this has been tried dozens and dozens of times. And we'll see. We'll see pretty soon if the one on the ballot gets some traction and if your effort does as well. Robert, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.